What is up, DG Army? Nethervoid, also known as John, back with more DungeCraft for you. And last time we left off, I was working on this sorting machine, and I had my machines turned on so they build up speed and process stuff really fast. The only problem is an LV solar array won't keep up with these three machines being on all the time. So I made this poor man's LV solar panel factory here. Basically copper cables, circuits, furnaces, blah blah blah, and they're all in these project tables. So what you do is just dump the junk down in here and you can pull out whatever you need. Obviously it's not automated or anything, but it's still pretty cool, and I need to make at least one more LV solar array to make sure this thing keeps with power. So I'm just going to pull a ton of this stuff. Let me pull about 2 stacks, I hope. Oh, there we go. Now I'm just going to put, let's put one of those in here and see how many of these I can get. I need, what, 8? 3. Now you don't want to pull the last one out. That's what you have to watch out for. 6. Now I should just put these in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. See how I'm doing that? That's going to only make 5. Gonna need more. Well, you know what? Let's just make 5 for now. So we'll take these circuits, and we're going to take some of these cables. We're going to need them over here. We're going to need 5 furnaces. Okay. So what we can do is just kind of put these over here. So as you can see, it's something like this. Okay, so 6. We're going to need 5 generators. So for that, we need 5 of these. And then we're going to need 5 5 batteries. And I was going to put this in here, but it's not really all that necessary. Probably should go here. Okay, so now we can make generators. See how we have the generator equipment? Now remember, you don't make too many. Just leave the recipe in there, and you'll never have to put it in again. Okay, so now we have that. 5 of these guys. Okay, so that's great and all, but I can't make and one transformer, I can't make an LV solar array yet. Because I don't have enough parts. So I need 3 more panels, right? Wonder if I can pull enough for 3. Well, I can probably pull, let's see, circuits. I'm just gonna have to try this. And actually, there's a lot more machine block stuff than I thought thought we'd need more of that. So let's pull some of that out, put it over here, like so. So I need 6 of these, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, cool. Furnaces, 1, 2, 3. Furnaces shouldn't be that big a deal. 3 of these, and we're gonna put those back in there because that actually is kind of burning down pretty fast. So 3 of those. Now I'm not gonna leave the actual LV solar array in there because I actually want to use it. I think once I have more materials and stuff, I'll probably leave it in there. But for now, I'm just gonna generate it. Let's see. So 1, 2, 3, and we already have our LV transformer, and there we go. So now we have another LV solar array. And once I'm, probably like once I have a quarry running and stuff like that, I'll probably just make, and I don't know if this will work. I think it depends on proximity. Yeah, it's not going to work. So it's nighttime. It's just going to be nighttime, and that's the way it is. Let's set this up. Somebody jacking with us? Let's put it right here, I guess. Let's see. I think all I have to do is do that, and it should be fine. I guess I'll know in a little bit. So got all that set up. That should help us with the machines running all the time. But now let's do the rest of this sorting machine here. So I didn't set this up, and I do need to set that up. What I need to put in here is dusts, different. See, like iron is going to go down. We don't need these. Oops, I should have just went the other direction. Because we only need to sort. We only have to sort into the machines or to the default path. So that means we don't need to put finished products in here. All we have to put in here is stuff that we actually want to run through the Macerator and all that stuff. So let's get some ores right here. And let me get all this stuff together off camera, and then we'll put it in the sorting machine. Hold on a sec. So one thing I wanted to do while that stuff's cooking up is I wanted to make an EU reader because I want to test to see if I need to put cable underneath that other LV array. So let's go down here and make it, since I've already got a couple of crafting tables hooked up to make cables and circuits. So I'll pull one of these out and I'll pull a circuit out of here. Now we can make this EU reader. The way the EU reader works is you can right click on an IC2 cable, and you can see how much energy is coming through that thing. Let's put it in RE batteries. Let's just put it right there. Okay, so now I've got this EU reader, and I can read how much power is coming through this cable. The first time it starts the measurement, so we're pulling about, oh, there we go, 9, 7, 0. That's interesting. We're gonna say about 10. 9 to 10, just kind of depends. So now let's go look at the line up here, with and without this thing connected. So let's dig down, a little bit here, so we can read the meter. Okay, so with it connected, oh, that didn't work. How come it switched? We're getting 8. Yeah, so we're not going to be able to keep up. So we're getting about 8, which is one array, I think. So now let's connect. Let's see, do I have any on me? No, it's downstairs. Let me go get some more cable and connect that other cable and see if that changes our reading. Because I like not having to use this glass cable, but it seems like you have to do it with, like, RedPower stuff will connect to each other that way, but it doesn't seem like IC2 stuff really does that. So let's come down here, because I am going to have to dig this out. And then let's put this guy in. And he's supposed to go right there. Bam. Okay. So let's read what he's doing. Yeah, there we go. See? Let's just read it out of this side. Nope. Actually, well, I'm getting a little more. Yeah, it did go up because it was 8 before, but shouldn't it be like 16? Let's do it a little bit slower here. So maybe it was reading it correctly last time. That's interesting. Okay, so maybe it doesn't need connected, but I thought each solar panel is 1, and so a group of 16 basically should be 16, shouldn't it? So now let's click this guy. Let's see what he's reading now. 6, 7. So if I'm only getting like an extra couple or something, I don't know if this is worth it. This is odd. Huh. So let's pick this up. Oh, I can't. I need my wrench, and I don't have my wrench. Alright, well, let's read this thing now again. Make sure we're getting a proper reading. I think it's the same. 7? Seems like it should be a lot higher than that. Interesting. So, I think we're going to run out, because those things run all the time, right? And it's 10 for just 3 machines. I think it's going to drain this thing. So let's go read this side again. No, it's only 5 on this time. Well, we can keep up with that during the day, but it's not going to be enough to offset the nighttime. But it was good that we got another panel up there, and that's kind of the main reason I did that. Probably going to need another LV solar array very shortly, so I'm probably going to have to do some mining pretty soon. So let's get this thing set up, that way we can test it, and probably I'll turn these machines off until I go mining and make another array. Actually, I need to cook one more. Oh, there we go. That was fast. Okay, cool. I don't need that. That's fine, whatever. Okay, so now I'm ready to set this up. I want all dusts to go down this path right here. So that's tin, pretty sure, silver, gold, and where's my iron? Where is it? Should be here. Well, I know that this is going down the yellow line and also the rubber wood, but I don't have iron. I'm pretty sure, you know what, I probably left it upstairs, because I was doing this upstairs as well. I bet you I did. Yep, there it is. Okay. So I've got that. I've also got the ores, which, so actually, technically, I'm putting these in the wrong spot, because green, or orange is the furnace. Okay, so here we go. Let's line these up. Now, I will eventually expand this to do the nether ores as well, and they go right into the furnace. Somebody was saying, oh, you can macerate those, and then run through the furnace, you basically get double the stuff, but it's really not true. I've tried it before, and it doesn't work in Tekkit anyway. So, there we go. Now we've got another row for all the nether ores and stuff. There are actually a couple more nether ores, so let's expand this again. Let's see. Alright, hold on. Okay. So now I've got plenty of space for this more furnace area, plenty of stuff for the extractor, and this is all you need for the macerator, really. I think there's a couple other things you can do with macerators, but we don't want it to automatically sort in that way. So let's test to see if this thing works. Let's turn the sorter on, and then what we're going to do is I'm going to put a dust in here and see what happens. Let's put, okay, oh, I can't. That's correct, I can't. I can probably do it right here. So let's say I put a dust in here. Let's see what happens to it. It should only get sorted one time. Here it comes. It should go right into this furnace. It does. It gets color-coded to furnace. Goes in the furnace, should pop right out as soon as that thing clips. There it goes. Pull it out. And it should run back through. And this time it should pop right out into my face because it should it should not have a sorting path, and it should go down the default path, which is white. So it should be going through about now. One of these days. Is it stuck? I figured out what it was, and the problem is there's no connected inventory here, and also there's just nothing set up in here. This should be set to white. You know, you have to set stuff up or it's not going to sort. So it's not even going to send it to this. This is not an inventory. It looks through the sorter to find inventories, but so it'll send it that direction, but it's not going to just send it out of a tube that has nothing else there. It'll send it out of the filter if you have the filter turned on, but it won't just go through a sorter. So that was the problem. So anyway, let's go make, let's see, I think I'm going to put 2 sorters on those first 2 machines, to be honest. And then, well, which is going to make it really hard on color coding, isn't it? But if I put 3, well, I guess I could do that. There shouldn't be that many things in there. But then again, I really want to have at least 20 slots available. I mean, for one chest. So yeah, I think I will do that, actually. But first, I need to make, let's see, I'm going to put 1 sorting machine on that, and then 1 on these 3, 1 on these 3, and 1 on those 2. So I'm going to need 3 more sorting machines. I don't think I have anything down in here that's going to help me with the sorting machines. And I don't. So you've already seen me make those. Let me make those off camera. Hold on a second. I don't want to waste too much time. So I made my extra 3 sorters, and I actually decided to move this sorter because it's too close to that wall. And I want it to come out this direction right here so that it has enough room to split off to these 2 chests and also to the next sorter. So the way that's going to work is it's obviously going to come out the back hole here, and it's going to connect right there. I'm going to have to use some covers here to make sure that these don't touch. And I think I'm going to have to do it up there too, but I really don't want to. I don't think it's going to be noticeable though. Let's do it right there. Oops. Shift click. Got a shift click. I don't know if I'm going to be able to... Yeah, there we go. Okay, so. That was odd. Did someone just come in the door? Is there anybody on the server? Nope. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Very weird. Oh, it's that door that opened, probably. I probably opened and closed this. Yeah, see? Yeah. So, anyway, I'm going to sleep to make sure that those arrays keep going, because I've been drawing power out of that to get ready for the upgrade to the MFSU. So, okay, now it's morning time, got that 1 sorter set up, and I got the covers set up so these don't get confused. And now I can paint these. Let's see. I'm going to have this side be the materials, like the diamonds and junk like that, which means I'm going to need, let's see, 2 different colors. I'm going to go with red. Not going to need that. And we're not going to need white for right now. Well, we do need white, actually. Let's put white here. And so I'm going to need red, and I'm going to make that my primary, you know, for like, what's that called? Like diamonds and stuff like that. no, not diamonds, I'm sorry, all the bars and ores and stuff. That will be the sorting. Actually, diamonds are in that, I think. That's going to be the path for like redstone, what's the other one? Coal, stuff like that. And that's going to come up right here. So we're going to need another cover here to make sure that thing doesn't get confused. Bam. Okay, that's done. So I can change this to have a default path of white, and I can make all these red. Now I'm not going to need that many red ones for this. Probably just 2, maybe 3, and these can be all orange because there's actually a lot more of the like dusts and other materials and gems and stuff that I want to sort. So what's going to happen from there is it's going to go here if it's those 2 colors that I said. If it's not, it's going to go off this direction, which should be white, because it's my default path, right? Oh, I already have whites right there. To the next sorter. So the next sorter I could have right here, but you know, it probably would be easier just to have it, I think, here. Because then I can sort directly into these other tubes or send it along. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it there. So there we go. Now it's all set up. The next one is here, and that's going to go into this pipe system. And which means this guy, how's he going to connect? He's going to connect here, and I'm going to have to put a cover right above this other sorting machine's face. So let's put that sucker here. Oh, no, not there. Right on him. Well, maybe I need to go up one more block. And I can't! Damn it! There we go. Okay, so this one is going to be there, so it all connects up nice and neat. And then all I need to do, and maybe I should just make a little staircase here, is set the colors for those. Again, I'm going to use, well, I said I wanted to use different colors, didn't I? But I'm just going to use red for this one. Let's see. Red, and then this will be orange. That'll be the second one. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, there it is. Okay, and then the other one will be yellow. So let's get a yellow in here, and we need pretty much everything here. Let's do it there, I guess. So yellow will be this third one. And if it's not that, it'll just go down white, which will just be right here. There we go. So that's all set up. Actually, kind of don't really like that way, because it's got to run into the next sorter. Which I guess could be right here. I could put, but I really want it to be kind of the same setup as I got going on over here. I guess I could have put this one higher, couldn't I? And then I could have just made the sorter in line right here. Maybe that is a better way. Yeah, let's do that. Then I don't need this cover too. And I don't need this. I'm always looking for a more compact way to do it. So how's this going to work? Was it going to go up one and then go over into that? It's probably the best way to do it. Let's bring this guy up 1. Let's see. Which also means I don't need this. Well, don't need it right there anyway. So, okay, let's get up here again. So this is actually going to come off here now. Right? It's got to go into that. So I see. It's got to go like this. And the sorter is going to go here. Okay. So this pathway still has to be white. There, now it's white, because that's the default path. And always have to remember to set your default path or it won't work. At least the sorting system I'm setting up. I'm sure there are other ways to do it. So remember to set this guy to white, and this is red. I think it's going backward. If you right-click, the color goes one direction. If you left-click, it goes the other direction. Like I'm left-clicking, that's one direction. Now I'm right-clicking to go back to see how I got back to orange. So orange is two left clicks, and red is, I think, 2 right clicks. And this one's going to have to be... There we go. Okay, so again, it's already set up for that. But now what we're going to do is we're going to put a cover here, and then put another path here, which is going to be the default white path. Now, if you make this the default white path, you won't get regular sorting for your red and orange. You have to make it 1 away from a juncture. You can't have any color on this junction right here, okay? Or it won't be able to send down any other paths if you put the white first. So actually that won't work because I want the sorter right there. So that probably won't work because then I won't have a default path. See how that works? I need 1 more space to get to the default path. I could knock out that block and have it right there, and have this be my sorter, and then it could sort it that way. Yeah, I guess I could do that. Alright, let's try that way. So that's how my sorter is going to work, but my sorter is going to go right here. So that means I'm going to need a cover here. Alright. And my sorter will go there. This is a little bit better. It's a little more compact. It does look a little weirder, I think. It doesn't look as streamlined as the other way I had it. But it's definitely more compact. So the red's going to go up there. The orange will go that direction. What I probably don't need... Let's see. Man, these stairs are really getting in the way. Let's see. I feel like I don't need one of these pathways. But I probably do, because that's going to be yellow. I feel like one of these is not needed. But it kind of all is needed, because if I take this one off, there's no other... You can't go through the orange, okay? So that path is kind of needed. I hate leaving it like that, but... Actually, I could do this. I could make this red as well, and then it'll break it up. There we go. Even though it's technically the same, it looks a lot different now. And see, I didn't paint this section. If I painted that corner, none of this would work. I also didn't paint this corner, okay? Or any of these corners along the regular pathways where there's a intersection. So each of these colors comes off an intersection at each distinct points. Now from here, I can put another sorter. So I put one here. Turn this guy. Remember, he's got to... Nope, that's the wrong way. It can't come in the back. It's got to come in the front. And I didn't set that. I'll set all those in a minute. So this guy is going to sort red first. This will be red. And then we've got orange, which is here. This is a little easier than the previous one. Then we have yellow. Now, again, we're going to have the problem we had before. We're going to need a cover here. And it gets a little more difficult when you squat because your angling is moved. And then the default pathway is going to have to be created. And see, we're going to start running into this pipe over here. So this is going to have to be the sorter right here. But, yeah, because, well, yeah, this is going to be two different ones, so you need a sorter. See, and right away, we obviously need a cover there. Well, not there. And now the pipes are getting all confused. Again, this is a pretty tight area, but this is a pretty awesome sorting system for how tight this area is, so I'm okay with it. So hopefully it doesn't. Sometimes these covers are a little weird. You just have to keep trying until you get it. Yeah, and if I don't shift click, it will actually put one. So let me just do it real quick. Bam. Okay, there we go. So now I just need to turn it. There we go. And this, remember, you have to paint this default white or it won't travel down that path. Okay, now that I'm over here, I'm going to need more covers. Because, and how come I can't get up there? No, there are no blocks there. Let's do this. That's like that. Alright, there we go. We're going to need to cover here because I'm going to have a pipe, tube coming out of the back side of this. Like that. Okay? See, it's not going to work. Because now I have to curve it up, and that's not going to curve. I could bring it down one more like this. And then have it... That's really not going to work either. I could put the default... Okay, that's what I'll do. I think that's kind of what I had to do with the other one anyway. So this will be default white. And this will be the cover. This is going to look a little bit cheesier. Because see, I had extra room over here. Ooh, I could do that. I could bring it over to here and then have it go off that direction. That seems like a good idea. Let's do that instead. So the default pathway for this is going to be that direction. So we don't need this. We don't need that. We don't need this. None of this is needed right here, actually. Well, that's needed. Damn it. Okay. Don't need this. Don't need this. Don't need that. And don't need that. Come on. Pick it up. Pick up the tube. Sometimes you have to get right up in this thing's face. Alright. Yeah. I might have already picked it up. So let's just keep building here. Let's just get back to what we were doing. Ah. And there's your problem. That cover was bugging out. Alright, so. Where's my sorter? Sorter here. Okay. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to do it the same as this side, except I'm going to come in at the other angle. So I'm going to put it here. Where is it? Everything's getting in the way here. Yeah, one away from sorting into this tube here. So right there. And the way I'm going to do this is like this. It's going to come in this side, okay, via this pipe or tube. And this tube needs to be painted white because I don't have the default pathway anymore. So there it is. Remember, it's not on any junctions with any other color. See how the yellow and the white share this intersection here? Can't place it there. Okay, so it's got a default pathway over here, which means I can connect directly into this. I'm, again, going to need a cover, but let's put this pipe in first. Well, yeah, that's fine. Just put the pipe in anyway. So the cover is going to have to go there. Okay, there we go. No tubes are connecting over here. And now I need another tube. Well, first let's paint this thing. So that's going to be red again. The first one's going to be red. I could have painted it up there, actually, to be honest. And that's where I'm going to have to paint it. A little bit higher than normal. I'm not sure where that tube went. Doesn't matter, I guess. So now I need orange, because that's going to be orange. But the kicker is, I'm also going to need a tube here to give that thing an intersection, okay? To give it a free intersection. Now, this yellow is really not high enough. It needs to be up there. And this is really just me being picky about the coloring. I want the color to be on the very last tube. I don't want it to be before the last tube. And that just gives me a little more options and stuff with where my tubes are. Okay, cool. Like, I really could put this back here, technically. And I could hook that up directly to that. Nah, that would still look funky. Alright, that looks good. The red is the same, huh? Let's do this again. There's another section up there that didn't get painted, see? So this is pretty much how I'm going to set this one up. And now I've got quite a bit of sorting on all this stuff. Let me get the rest of these tubes set up how I want them, this old OCD way here, and then let me get all the items I'm gonna need, and I'll start filling. Well, I'll fill this first one. I'll show you that, and then I'll stop the camera and do the rest of them. Because that's kind of the boring part, is actually filling up the sorters. You don't really need to do that. And let's just make this thing red the whole way, since we do actually need the extra paint on that one. See, actually, I could have gotten away with this. Because look, it's not orange anymore. Well, let's make, yeah, see, I don't like those touching. That's why I did that. Okay, let's just leave it orange. Okay, so I'm going to go get the stuff I need for the first sorting piece right here, and I will be back. Hold on. Alright, so I got the stuff I want to put in the first one, and we're almost out of time, which is really, really sucky. I really wanted to finish the whole thing this time. I also forgot to set up the bluetricity to these things. Now, I also moved this last one to a more convenient spot. It really works out better here on the side. Less tubing, and it works more with the feng shui of the room going around like so. So this guy has power now. He's got that blue, as you can see. I think I can just hook this guy up like this to all these other guys, and the power should go through him. We're going to test it out with this guy. Yep, okay, the power can be transferred through that other block, which makes this, you know, my life tons easier, like so. That can power all my sorting machines, so perfect. You can see it's they're drawing tons of power out of this bat box, but this thermal pile should run all these machines, no big deal. They're really not that much, and RedPower machines don't really draw that much power, at least not sorting machines. They're not running all the time. So let's fill this one up, because we are running out of time. As you can see, I already put iron ingot in there. I like to do these a little bit in order for the most part, just so I know that all the bars are in there. So that's the standard set of ores that you can get, well, standard regular ores that aren't a combination of something. And now we'll put in, I guess, these other ores. We can just do it like this. It doesn't really matter what they are, but there's tons of more room just in case I want to be able to put more stuff in the red one here. And I'm going to put diamond in the orange chest over here. Well, it's colored orange over here. So I'm going to set the rest of those up. You're going to have to wait to see this thing in action until next time. And I'm also going to really quickly, because I said I would show you this, set up how to set up these covers so you can't see those tubes. I do need my trusty handsaw, which is probably going to break as I'm doing this. And it didn't. Cool. So this is how you do it. You put 8 of these around in kind of a circle like that, and see you get these hollow covers here. And then you take the hollow covers and you kind of put them on like this. See, so you can't see that tube, which is really nice. I wish IC had something like this, because I really love how you can't see that there's a tube coming in the bottom. That's another great reason to use RedPower for your sorting. Not only is it a better sorting system with the sorting machine, that it's better for server resources, and you can hide the tubes. You can't, whoop, that's not right. You can't hide the tubes with IC2, so again, another benefit of RedPower right there. Now, I did lose one. That's really kind of inconvenient for me, because I don't have enough to go all the way around. I'm going to have to do another one. Let's just use the one I already cut. Pull another one out. Sweet. Let's finish this up. Bam, bam. Maybe it's a little easier if you aren't shift clicking. Nice. And come on, man, fit. Bam, we're done. Cool. Now you can't even tell. Oh, nope, we got one right here. Almost forgot. Our sorting machine. There we go. Sweet. Now you can't tell that there's any tubes coming in or out. So that's going to probably do it for this. Actually, let me get the rest of them set up. Well, I need to just set up these two, and I'll show you how the sorting machine works, because this thing's full. So let me move this stuff out of this chest, and we can watch a couple things sort, and then I'll do it for this video, and I'll show you the sorting machine as it's fully used. Everything's all set up next video, but I at least want to see it working in this video. So hold on a second, let me get that all set up. Okay, this chest is all set up. I moved all that stuff over to here where it's gonna be, and let's pull out some ores and stuff and see what we can do with this thing. We'll pull out a few bars too. We don't need a lot of it, just a couple different things maybe. A few different bars. Let's get some of this. I don't even know if I have one of those sorted. I'll take one of those down there. Let's see. Let's do some silver. And that should be good for a test. Let's see what we got in here. Nothing. Good. So we're going to test this stuff out. I'm going to take one of these bars down there just to make sure that the red alloy bars are in that sorter. I don't think they are. Actually, yeah, they are. They should be in that first sorter. Yeah, okay, cool. So what we should be able to test when we turn that sorter on is that it pulls out these ores and stuff, sends them through the macerator, and then sends them also back through the furnace, and then finally sends them up to the red chest right there. So we're going to flip this thing on. It should start pulling stuff out, and I need a way better access point for that thing, that switch, because I cannot turn it on unless I go under here. Even then, I can't. This is interesting. Okay, here we go. Okay, so it should start pulling stuff down. The gold is coming first. It should go right into the macerator. Yes, it is. Now the bars will get sorted into the default path here, and then they should go right. Yep, they're going right up into the red. So that's perfect. Kind of like I knew they would. So now dust is getting pulled out of here. It's getting sorted back through. The retriever's pulling it back out of these inventories. It's getting sorted back through as needing to go into the furnace. Then the retriever pulls it out again, and it's going back through. It should be sorted to default path now, and it is really awesome. In fact, this is a much better sorting system. Well, it's just much faster when you don't have that many sorters because the pathways are not as long. It doesn't sort as many types of items into one chest, but I've found, you know, if you're mining massive amounts of stuff, that you really don't want to sort that much stuff into one chest, because it just overflows like super easy. So what is this thing called? Yeah, retriever. Okay. So let's speed that guy up. It's just not pulling out fast enough. Let's do it at 1 second. That will help a little bit if you're sorting out tons of junk out of that chest. Yeah, cool. My battery box is able to keep up with the sorting that's happening so far anyway. And that one bat box should be able to keep up with this many sorting machines. It's really not that much. Now, I don't have a default pathway set up. I will have to set one of those up soon. I'll probably just set it up to go into a site. You know, I'll set up that in a little bit. I'm gonna have a special trash system that sorts into either recyclers, or I can flip it off and send it into an antimatter relay to collect EMC, or I want to be able to switch that into something that will just destroy the items if I don't want either of those. With doing that, I might actually want to change this sorter around, because I want the default path to come out the side and run into something down here. Yeah, because it's going to be tough to bring that down and go this way for a default path. So I don't know how I'm going to do that yet. I'll have to figure that out off camera. Maybe next time I'll actually figure out a default path. So anyway, this is Nethervoid signing off for the end of the sorting machine. It's been a long build up for this thing, but it's finally coming together. I'm really excited about getting this. After this, I'll probably be doing stuff like jetpacks. I know some people have been asking about that. I'll also be doing more EMC because I'm going to have my antimatter relay set up. That's the next thing I'm going to work on too for the trash piece. Probably working on getting some UU generated, which for some like quantum leggings so I can run fast and stuff like that. Which means I'm going to need some more power and stuff. I might be setting up a nuke. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. Anyway, I'll see you next time, guys. Tell me what you think. Like, favorite, comment. Let me know what you think about this so far. And yes, the house is not being built yet because I haven't had time. So that's just the way it is. See you guys later.